Hello guys from Indonesia again. Here we are at the AMFG headquarters with Mr. Thilo here as the head of marketing. We're gonna talk a bit about a software that we might hear a lot but we would never actually explore what is it. So we're gonna talk about ease. Okay, maybe can you explain a bit what is it, how they start with ease?
Ease has an over 30 year of history already. So Ease started with a university level project by Professor Arnott and Dr. Rainer Feistel here in Germany. That's been 1981 that the whole project has started. And at that time being, people were mostly interested in the simulation of room acoustics, looking at concert halls mainly. So that was where it all started, 1981, simulating room acoustics, and then we very quickly also added the electroacoustical side, which means the simulation of loudspeakers within the room. And as you can see, with an over 30 year of history, actually evolving in the former GDR, so the eastern part of Germany, with Dr. Arnott at that time already extensively traveling the United States. This was like an international university level project, so the quality of the data was always very high. But of course, at that time, the software was never meant to be used on a commercial level. Then a couple of years later, Dr. Arnott met Harro Heinz from Renkes Heinz, loudspeaker manufacturer in the United States, who also was from Germany. So those two men, they got along very well together. And Renkes Heinz showed interest in the software. So that's how the first loudspeaker manufacturers started using a software which was actually only meant to be used on a university level. And from that point on, Renkes Heinz has been selling the Ease software on a global basis, actually. So by about 2008, we suddenly realized that Ease has actually become a commercial software which has been used on a global scale by all the different loudspeaker manufacturers. So every loudspeaker manufacturer has data for Ease. Many consultants, engineering offices, and other people are using Ease around the globe. So in 2008 was the point when we have founded the company AMFG, which is now distributing Ease globally as well. By now we have several distributors around the globe as well. And of course, with that one software coming from the university level, we have added a whole range of more software products which all build around the central aspect of Ease, which is the high quality impulse responses, which are simulated by Ease.
How this Ease impulse response help new engineers who start to learn how to design sound system, who may only know how to do it manually, calculate it manually? How can it help them to get a better design?
In many different aspects, actually. So as I just said, the key aspect of Ease, the central focus point, is the impulse response. This is like also the main aspect of all other AMFG programs. We try to simulate on a very high quality level, as I said, coming from the university background, the impulse response of the room, which then includes all other data of that room. So the impulse response includes not only the magnitude, loudness over frequency, but it also includes all the phase information, all the timing information as well. So the impulse response holds all the data, which is a very important aspect if you compare that to purely statistical simulation programs, which do not produce an impulse response. And for Ease, right now you're looking at a pretty simple model here. You have the option of coming up with an impulse response at every single point in the room. So you have
any place that you want.
Any place that you want, where you place your listeners, you can come up with the exact impulse response at this position in the room, which differentiates ease very much from statistical calculations. Ease also performs statistical calculations, but the impulse responses derived for every single position in the room are able to deliver a different result for every listener's seat in the room, which will give you a very exact impression of how the overall sound will be behaving in the room, not only in the main audience area, but also underneath the balcony, up on the other balcony, on the left side, on the right side. So you will be receiving different answers for every single position if you use the high quality ease calculations, including the aura module.